Live from Daytona Beach, Florida, it's NJCAA Women's Basketball. Hello everyone, I'm Joshua Villa and I'm with Joey Graves and Phil Nunziata at the L. Gale Lemerand Center here at Daytona State College. Tonight is the Daytona State Lady Falcons facing off against Santa Fe College Lady Saints. The starters for your home team. Correction, that is the starters for the road team on the screen. And now we are getting ready for your starting lineup for the Lady Falcons. And there are your starters for your ladies tonight.
And now, introducing your Daytona State Falcons. At guard, number 1, Carmela Walker. At guard, number 3, Destiny Harbinger. At guard, number 12, Jayla Atmore. At forward, number 15, Kiera King. And at guard, number 24, Krishana Scott. The Falcons head coaches, Janice Washington. Their assistant coaches are Russ Jackson, Ernest Dressal, and Lamika Davis. The officials for tonight's game are David Kramer, Cody Brackens, and Chastity Taylor.
All right, folks, tonight's matchup is sanctioned by the Florida College System Activities Association and the National Junior College Athletic Association. Big matchup tonight as your Falcons are looking to continue their 27-18 campaign with a win tonight versus the Santa Fe Lady Saints. If the Falcons win out on the rest of the season, they win their next 2 games, they get number 1 ranking in the Mid-Florida Conference. Both teams heading to half court. Your coaches for tonight for the Santa Fe Saints is Chanda Stebbins. She's assisted by Chris McCarter and James Henderson. Coaching your Lady Falcons is Janice Washington. She's assisted by Russ Jackson, Ernest Pearsall, and Lamika Davis. The tip is up and the Falcons start off with the first possession of the night. Your referees are David Kramer, Tony Brackens, and Chastity Taylor. Santa Fe possession after that missed opportunity by the Lady Falcons to start off the first possession. Santa Fe basketball. The Saints lead the Mid-Florida Conference, and the Lady Falcons are looking to overcome them with a win tonight. The outcome of the game will have a huge impact on the standings, as a win for Daytona State gives them a 2-1 tiebreaker against Santa Fe. Good hustle by Arvinger defensively. That ball goes out of bounds. New possession for Santa Fe. Just about 1 minute into the game. The last time these two teams faced, the Falcons won. Correction, the last time the Lady Falcons were on the floor, they won a big game, 85-53 versus Florida State College at Jacksonville. The Falcons had 5 players reach double figures. Destiny Arvinger with 10, Jayla Atmore with 14, Carmela with 12, Krishana Scott with 14, and Brittany Autry with 12 points. It is sophomore night tonight, so a big game for the Lady Falcons. And I am with Joey Graves here, standing beside me. Phil is behind the camera. Thank you for joining us, Joey.
All right, thank you. Good to be here. That was a nice hustle there by Daytona State. All the unlucky bounce back out of bounds.
Santa Fe possession, down in the post.
Santa Fe multiple second chance opportunities here this possession. And finally they turn it over.
Good defense by the Lady Falcons, forcing the turnover right there. Arvinger crosses half court. Drives to the rim, kicks it out to Atmore. Atmore tries to bank it in, missed shot. Santa Fe pushing it.
Nice break. Just missed the layup.
Second chance opportunity here. Misses the easy layup. Give me opportunity, not good. Falcons with the rebound.
I'm glad to see the Falcons fighting for that one a little bit, not giving up all those second chance points like the first possession.
Arvinger drives left. Nice hands by number 22 defensively with the poke. And finishes at the rim. Atmore hustled back on defense, but was not able to get back in time.
Yeah, both squads hustling pretty good so far. Not a lot of baskets falling yet, but good hustle, good intensity. I like to see this so far.
That was Brianna Richardson for the road team. First points of the night for either side. Lady Falcons running a conventional offense that everybody touches the basketball.
Yeah, they definitely moved the ball well. And Arvinger.
And Destiny Arvinger drains the three-pointer. That puts Daytona up on top. Missed shot, rebound King.
Here comes Arvinger again.
Arvinger pushes it up. Deflected out of bounds. Destiny, one of the leaders on this team. She scores in bunches.
Yeah,
the Lady Falcons.
When she's feeling it, she's definitely one to look out for. Especially when she dropped that first three like she did. It could be a big game for her.
A lot of emotion from both sides. Stolen by Santa Fe.
Yeah, it looks like Daytona State trying a little bit too hard sometimes. Maybe with the emotion from sophomore night here, they might just need to settle down and get back into the swing of things.
That short layup by Stephanie Jackson was no good. Falcons basketball. Melissa Sam just checked in shortly ago for Daytona State. She checked in for Tiara King.
Oh, Scott, nice drive. Just missed the basket.
Missed opportunity at the rim. Santa Fe basketball. Tiara King got the start tonight. One of the sophomores for the Lady Falcons.
One of the two returning players from last year's team as well.
Yes, along with Destiny Arvinger and Krishana Scott, a transfer player from another school. She's also a sophomore who got the start for the night.
Nice pass inside for Santa Fe.
Coach Washington unhappy with how the game has started off for the Falcons. She takes the timeout. We'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, we are back just over 6 minutes ago in the first quarter. The score is 4-3, Santa Fe on top. Arvinger running the offense. Corner shot. That one skips off the side of the rim.
Arvinger, good hustle. Good hustle trying to get that rebound. Got called for the foul, but I like the intensity.
Destiny, one of the more aggressive players for the Lady Falcons, showing that intensity on the defensive end.
It's a pretty low-scoring game so far, but I think both teams are settling down a little bit. Santa Fe has definitely got a very vocal bench over there. For now having no people in the stands, they're pretty loud.
Yeah, they're showing a lot of emotion on that side, and it's giving us a hard time communicating over here. I'm having a tough time hearing you sometimes.
Yeah, yes, they're definitely vocal on the bench there. Which is that team and that coach for the last couple of years have always had very well coached squads.
Number 3 reaches in and almost comes up with the steal, and Arvinger drops it.
I told you, when she drops that first three, you know, the things to come could be, she might be feeling it here on sophomore night.
Back-to-back three-pointers for Arvinger beyond the arc. The only points of the night for the Falcons so far.
And it's a little bit of a new twist that Coach Washington has put in this year with Arbinger, some not completely always running the court, especially with Scott on the floor and Atmore on the floor. Sometimes she just sets up and pulls the shooting guard, and she's been getting a lot more points, leading the conference, I believe, isn't she, Josh?
And Scott drains the three. Falcons filling it from downtown, just about a little over halfway into the first quarter.
But yeah, what I was saying is Coach Washington freed Arbinger up sometimes down the floor without having to handle the ball, and she's really posted up outside behind the arc and really showed her shooting range that she's been working on this year.
Yeah, Coach Washington blessed this year with a lot of active wing players.
Yeah, like Prasanna Scott coming along, and boy, Carmela Walker has just been great coming in from local New Smyrna here.
Contact there by the free throw line. That foul was called on number 3 for Santa Fe. That was Janisha Law who got called for the foul. She just headed to the bench. Falcons inbound. Corner 3 from Arbinger. That one skips off the back of the rim this time.
That's good hustle by Arbinger.
So a little bit of a heat check there by Destiny Arbinger.
Yeah, but she's been all over the floor so far early. She really has. I mean, I think this squad is definitely not suffering from any of their slow starts that they have had sometimes. I think Santa Fe getting a little frustrated here, trying to, the silly foul, committing a silly foul when.
Shantavia Green just checked in for the Falcons. She checked in for Walker.
Yeah, this Daytona squad, state quad has really come along this year and gelled together, and everybody's putting in a lot of input, a lot of effort, and getting their role done and getting their minutes on the floor.
Melissa Sam on the block got fouled as she was attacking the rim. No shot attempt, so the Lady Falcons will inbound from the baseline. And back on Destiny Arbinger, very gifted player for the Falcons. She's leading the Mid-Florida Conference in scoring with 17.5 points per game.
Yeah, and she has been playing great this year, and I think a lot of that is due to Coach Washington freeing her up from running the point sometimes. You have Atmore running the point sometimes, you have Prasanna Scott running the point, and Arbinger still does run the point, but when she's not, she's sitting out there ready to drop them threes from outside.
Yeah, Arbinger always ready off the ball when she doesn't have the ball in her hands.
One of the busiest people on the floor, game in and game out.
Sam attacking the rim. Good defense by number 24 with the rejection. That was Ray Smith denying the Sam attempt.
Even with all the new people coming in for Daytona State this year with only 2 remaining players, Arbinger is still the heart and soul of this team.
All right, there was a loose ball foul there. Called on number 22 for Santa Fe. That was Richardson. Falcons in the bonus, so Shantavia Green headed to the charity stripe. First free throw is good for Tay. Tay, one of the hustle players for the Falcons off the bench. And another one just checking in, Brittany Autry. Brittany Autry, a force in the post and in the paint for the Falcons. Coach Washington loves to run her offense through Autry in the paint when she comes in.
Yeah, definitely. When she gets in there, they get a little bit of a break on the outside. They get to run some post game and change it up. That way, keep the defenses on their toes at all times.
10-4 is the score. 2:41 to go in the first quarter. Santa Fe trying to set the table. They only got 3 seconds to do something. Good defense by the Falcons. Turnover there. Santa Fe tried to fling it. Pass was too high and it resulted going out of bounds. Destiny jogged up the court, hands it over to Atmore. Atmore goes around the Autry screen. Back inside to Autry and paint off glass.
Pass by Arvinger. That was a great pass inside. And good finish.
Right on cue, like I said, Coach Washington running her offense through Autry as soon as she checks in.
Yeah, definitely. Just when the other team was respecting the outside game, we throw it inside.
Too strong on the shot attempt. Falcons on the other end. Quick shot by Arvinger. That one was short. Santa Fe basketball. In traffic. And a charging foul called on the floor. Good defense by Melissa Sam, setting her feet outside of the restricted area and drawing the charge.
Yeah, Coach Washington happy with that one. Some good sound defense right there.
Green running the offense. Again, on the block, hook shot, draws the foul.
The foul is on the Saints, Dallas Kennedy. That is her first. At the line for Daytona State, Autry shooting 2.
Brittany at the line for 2 free throws. No good on the first attempt.
Checking in for Santa Fe, number 32, Destiny Williams.
Destiny Williams, number 32 for Santa Fe, just checking in.
Yeah, it looks like they're going with a little bigger lineup to try to stop our inside game right there with that substitution.
Yep. Some adjustments by Coach Stebbins and the road team. Autry missed both free throws. Santa Fe basketball. 1:16 to go in the first quarter. Three-point shot from the curl. Missed it, but number 23 was there to clean it up. Dallas Kennedy with the offensive rebound and the putback.
Yeah, those second chance points that Daytona State had been limited since the very beginning, but got one there.
Atmore bobbed and weaved through the defenders. Deflected out of bounds by Santa Fe. Inbounds pass by Arvinger. Gets it back.
Arvinger thought about putting one up there.
Atmore at the top of the key.
Good perimeter defense right there by Santa Fe. Caused the turnover. That was good pressure, caused the turnover there.
Combination of good defense and some miscommunication between Arvinger and Atmore. Falcons turned it over there.
30 seconds left in the quarter. Good ball movement there by Santa Fe, waiting for their shot.
15 seconds left. 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Air ball rebounded by Sam. Sam racing up the court.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Deflected and stolen by Santa Fe. 1 second left.
Good hustle to close the quarter there by both squads.
Number 21 unaware that the game clock was running out. That's the end of the first quarter. 12-6 is the score. We'll take a short break. Be right back. All right, folks, start of the second quarter. Lady Falcons shooting 30% from the floor, struggling.
Traveling right there by Santa Fe. Daytona State going to inbound the ball.
Despite the Falcons shooting from the floor, they are on the mark from three-point range, shooting 60% from beyond the arc. Falcons once again running the conventional offense that Coach Washington loves to run, getting everyone involved.
Getting that extra pass.
Walker drives baseline.
Oh, nice little drive there by Walker, but just didn't make it.
She was met by number 32 defensively, altered the shot.
So that just shows you Walker is another one of those multifaceted players out here. She can drive to the hoop. She can play on the perimeter, whatever you need her to do. She can post you up if she has to.
13 to shoot. From the free throw line, that jumper is good. Stephanie Jackson with the shot.
It's like Daytona State's going to have to put the pressure back on. They seem to be dominating this game so far, but have not been able to pull away in the scoreboard.
Scott off the mark with that three-point attempt. Santa Fe's turn here.
I see number 4 over there for Santa Fe being very active. If I remember her from previous, she's a pretty good shooter. We got to make sure we put a body on her.
Loose ball foul. Away from the ball called on Santa Fe.
Offensive foul at Daytona State basketball. Checking in for the Saints, number 11, on the board.
Falcons basketball as Arvinger jogs up the court.
Oh, a little miscommunication there by the Lady Falcons.
That results in a turnover after that backcourt violation. Atmore and Green check in for Walker and Sam.
Number 4, Kay Green. And number 24, Krishana Scott.
Quick inbounds pass, fouled by Autry.
You know, that's a good foul. I'm okay with that foul because it was a good inbound play by Santa Fe there. So being that she gave up the position, she really didn't have any other choice other than to go ahead and make that foul.
Destiny Williams heading to the free throw line for 2 shot attempts.
Clanked that one in.
Yep, first one bounced in. Too strong on the second free throw attempt, rebounded by Arvinger.
Way to box out and get that rebound there by Arvinger. She had shooter and bounced right back to her. And boy, and for a smaller guard, Arvinger is a great rebounding guard.
She is really one that loves to snare the loose ball.
She's definitely all over the floor.
She has a keen sense at tracking down misses.
Yes, she does. She kind of has that feel for where the ball's going to bounce.
Arvinger initiates the play from the inbounds. And a collision here.
Good hustle there
by the
Santa
scoreboard.
Fe.
She looks to be all right. 5 seconds to shoot. Arvinger attacks, tries to go off glass, rebounded by Williams.
I don't know, our scorers table doesn't seem to be right after that play, but we'll power through.
Floater, Autry there to alter the shot. Three-pointer is good, nothing but net. That Richardson 3 ties the game up at 12.
Yeah, and that wasn't number 4 that I was talking, but I do remember this squad is having some outside shooters, so we got to make sure we don't let them get that extra pass and start getting hot.
Autry asking for the ball inside. Scott drives, met by defender. Unable to hit the shot, but there
right
to
place,
steal the ball.
right time. Oh, circus shot, almost fell.
Santa Fe basketball. Corner 3, too strong, nothing but air. Good hustle by Green diving to the floor and getting the loose ball, but she was out of bounds. So Santa Fe basketball. Law will inbounds for Santa Fe. Surveying the floor. Bounces it in. Left-handed. Good job by Aaliyah Robinson corralling the rebound. Aaliyah Robinson, number 0, just checked in recently for the Falcons. Scott to Robinson from the left corner. Drains it.
That three. Another example of Daytona State Falcons deep bench and everybody making the most of their opportunities when they get their shot.
As I mentioned at the start of the quarter, Falcons struggling from the floor, but they are hitting their three-point shots.
Yeah, it seems like they're shooting better from outside the three-point. That was a nice drive right there by Santa Fe.
Janae Shalal with the gimme layup. 15-14 is the score. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Nice pass, Arbinger.
That one skipped off the rim. Loose ball, out of bounds. Santa Fe basketball.
Santa Fe basketball.
.21 crosses half court. Jackson met by Atmore. Passes it. Nice baseline jumper by Dallas Kennedy.
Yeah, that was a good drive to set up that. It seems like the defense collapsed on her and just left her wide open for the short jumper.
Sam on the block. Nice soft touch. Sam with the take.
Daytona State back on top.
17-16 now after that bucket. Good defense by Atmore. Tough shot. Good rebound by Sam. Lady Falcons, fast break opportunity here from the elbow. Tough shot, no good. Timeout, Coach Stebbins and Santa Fe.
Timeout Santa Fe. That was their first timeout.
We'll be right back, folks. Santa Fe possession, just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Falcons up by 1. Good defense by Arvinger. Banks it in, and the foul. No, that was an offensive foul. Good defense by Daytona.
Wow, she had me on that one. I got to take points off the board. I thought she had it. That was a good drive, but apparently we had position, so good defense for the Falcons.
Arvinger relaying the play. Good steal by number 4. Ahead of the pack.
Too strong.
Arvinger gathers it, crosses half court. 3-point attempt from the curl, no good.
Walker a little off with her shot today. She usually hits that one.
Yeah, just a little off the mark there. That one rolls in and out.
Seems like the lid has been put on the basket on both sides real quick, and see if we can get some more shots to drop for us.
A low-scoring game, 17-16. That's usually a score you see in the first quarter.
Yeah, so, but it's been a lot of hustle. It hasn't been a slow-moving game, just a low-scoring game.
18-foot jumper, drains it.
Basket by Robinson.
3:32 to go in the half. Arvinger facing up Law.
Good hustle, good defense by both sides today.
From the top of the key. Sam unable to corral it, but it goes out of bounds off of Santa Fe. Green back in for Daytona. Scott gets a short rest.
Both teams substituting in and out quite a bit, trying to keep their players fresh, because it has been for a low-scoring game, has been a very active game so far.
Falcons sharing the basketball, trying to find the open shot. From the charity line, off the left side of the rim, rebounded by Law. Nice bounce pass, unable to capitalize. Off the mark.
Arvinger for the rebound again.
Arvinger hawking down that board. Calling the play now.
Like you said, Josh, she just seems to have a knack for where the ball's going to bounce.
Kind of like a sixth sense for her, right?
Yeah, she's got the feel. There we go.
Three-point shot is good. Aaliyah Robinson buries it. That three-point attempt off the mark.
Lady Falcons pushing the ball up.
Reach in and steal by number 21, Stephanie Jackson. Floats it in off glass.
Yeah, that was a nice drive by 21 there. Up and over and still got it put in.
On the elbow, kicks it out. Gets the ball back, another three-point attempt. That one is short off the front of the rim. A friendly rebound bounce by Santa Fe that caused a fast break opportunity and an easy bucket for Law.
Well, brings it back to a two-point game here, coming up a minute and so before half.
Just a little over a minute to go, second quarter.
Coach Washington very adamant about getting that play called in there. It's very loud in here for this side of the gym today.
So after a couple made three-pointers by Robinson, she missed the last two.
It looked like she got fouled there to me. But
after
loose ball.
After the shot attempt, a loose ball foul called on Daytona instead. Atmore checks in. Coach Stebbins calling for a 2-for-1 here. Stolen by Daytona.
All right, here comes Atmore.
Fouled and the bucket.
That was a good hustle play, good finish.
Jayla Atmore, fearless when she attacks the rim.
Fearless is a good word for her. She reminds me of last year. Who was the one with the red hair? Was it King or who was the one that on last year's squad? Same like fearless kind of. Sorry about that.
It's not coming to my mind right now. I know who you're talking about. Atmore hits the free throw. 5-point lead.
Yeah, that was a good finish on Atmore. And she's ready, squatting down and ready to go on D as well. Almost set, but not quite set for that blocking charge.
So a blocking foul called on Sam. That will send Jackson to the line. Jackson hits the first free throw. Jackson connects on both charity points, so that makes it a 3-point game. Falcons on top. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds to go. 10 seconds left. Arvinger asking for space. Kind of forced it there. Gets the ball back, and that's the end of the half. So the Falcons on top 25-22. That's the end of the first half. I was assuming that was the end of the first half. But there was a foul called prior to the buzzer.
Oh, it looks like Arvinger is going to get a chance to shoot some free throws here at the end of the half.
Now let's clarify this. Was this a foul after the... Okay, this was a technical foul. No, I'm sorry. That's what I was trying to find out, if it was a technical foul or a foul before the buzzer.
I believe it's a foul before the buzzer because the ref just told us to put 0.4 seconds back on the clock.
All right, so Arvinger will have 2 attempts here from the charity line.
You know, that was just a good hustle, Arvinger, trying to get that rebound right there, and it ends up getting us a couple extra chances at points.
That's just another example of the kind of leadership that she shows out on the court.
Yep, for sure. And nailed both of them. So that hustle just got us 2 extra points right before the half, so that's a good job by Arvinger, as always.
Yep, and now we do head to the break. 27-22 is the score. Falcons on top. We'll take about 15 minutes here, and we'll be back, folks. All right, folks, thank you for sticking around. We are back for the start of the second half. Lady Falcons on top 27-22 over Santa Fe. I was able to talk to assistant coach Russ Jackson at the half. I asked him how do they work on keeping their emotions in check with tonight being sophomore night and the last home game of the season. His response was short and quick. They're just trying to win the Mid-Florida Conference.
Nice layup there by Sam, two-pointer.
I also asked him about the team struggling offensively so far and what they needed to do in the second half to come away with a win and set the tone for a possible conference title. Coach Jackson's response was that the Lady Falcons need to move the ball, they can't be slow on the offensive end, and they need to show more urgency. 14 on the shot clock for Atmore. Gives it to Arvinger. 7 to shoot now. From the corner, that one skipped off the backboard. Rebounded by Santa Fe. Falcons still struggling from the floor, only 29% from the field. Santa Fe also struggling. They made their first shot of the half, but they are shooting 26% from the floor.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be back as few and far between so far tonight.
Well, Phil, you did mention earlier in the game that there must be a lid on both ends of the floor here. There's got to be a lid on the basket because both teams just cannot buy a bucket when they need it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but like I said, both teams have been playing well. They've been getting good shots, good defense. It's been a good matchup so far. They're evenly matched squads, it seems.
Short jumper, too strong on that attempt. Couldn't connect. Arvinger hawks it down.
I believe so far the season match as 1-1. I believe both squads have each taken a game. So.
Yep, this is the tiebreaker for the night. Kicks it out to Arvinger from downtown. Drains it.
Hey, when you're needing a bucket, it never hurts to go put it to Arvinger from behind the arc.
That gives 11 points for Destiny on the night. Good defense by the Lady Falcons, team-wise there. Nice hook shot by number 32. That was Destiny Williams putting the points on the board for Santa Fe.
Yeah, that was good ball movement by Santa Fe. They worked it around and got it inside. Nice play.
Nice job setting up the young lady on the block. On the other end, missed shot at the opportunity. Walker there for the cleanup.
Good job by Walker. Like I was telling you earlier, she does it all. A little bit inside, a little bit outside. You know, she's very well-rounded, just like a lot of our players here.
Short jump shot, buries it. Stephanie Jackson was able to hit it over Sam. 34-28 is the score. Scott goes around the Walker screen. Nice crossover.
That's a nice dribbling there. Nice drive, pick up the foul. That's a good job, Scott.
Crafty ball handling skills by Krishana.
Yeah, she was looking good right there. Looking like a little point guard that she is sometimes.
As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Coach Washington blessed with a good amount of wing players that could do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, just Scott, like I said, a lot of times she's the two guard, you know, sometimes forward, but she has the ability and does on many occasions actually bring the ball at the floor and can run the point as well.
Krishana Scott, one of the sophomores on this team, a transfer from Winter Haven, Florida. Scott, she started throughout most of the season, Joe. She started 25 of 26 games for Daytona State.
Yeah, we didn't know much about her when she came here, but boy, she has been a welcome addition as far as one of those things like you like to talk about, Josh, the blue players.
Yeah, great scouting job by Coach Washington and her coaching staff. So a foul committed there by Melissa Sam. That will send Jackson to the cherry stripe. She connects with the first one.
in for Daytona State, number 0.
Aaliyah Robinson in for Melissa Sam. Can't hit the second one. Lady Falcons collide with each other on that rebound attempt, but Krishana Scott there to reel it in.
We've got Atmore bringing up the ball, running the point right now, which typically means they might be leaning on Arbinger for another 3-point, wanting her outside. Oh, nice.
Atmore splitting the defenders, attacking the basket, and getting the take.
Yeah, that'll work too, spread the floor out and let Atmore just take it to the hole.
Once again, that fearless Jayla Atmore that we keep talking about.
Yeah, she does it all. Seems to be a common theme for our Lady Falcons as far as doing it all. A lot of them tend to do it all. Arbinger with the rebound.
And she gets fouled. Yeah, you got to give credit to Coach Washington and her staff for that.
Definitely well-coached players.
Janice Washington, the kind of head coach who is good at putting her players in the best position to succeed.
Yep. And now Arbinger bringing up the ball again. So you just goes to show you, on multiple possessions, there might be multiple point guards or people running the offense. They all seem to be able to do it. And a little bit of a wrinkle with each one doing it, so it keeps the defense guessing.
Oh, nice crossover again by Scott. Unable to finish at the rim.
But that was a great drive by Scott. Just didn't fall for her.
And on the other end is number 11, Ivana Boyd, taking it in the basket.
I mean, I could see why Coach Washington goes guard heavy a lot of times in her lineups. Behind the back by Scott there. Is when you have so many guards, you kind of have to go guard heavy because these are great players.
Falcons need to reset. 6 on the shot clock. 3-point attempt blocked by number 22, Brianna Richardson. But there to clean it up. Carmela Walker with the offensive rebound and the putback.
That was great awareness by Walker there to get her rebound and then go back in and take the drive.
Santa Fe sharing the basketball. Tried to bank it in and got fouled. Atmore got caught up being a little too aggressive there.
She was a little fired up from that last play, I think. I know she got me a little fired up for it.
Dallas Kennedy to shoot 2 free throws for Santa Fe. That one bounces in and finds the hole. Short on a second attempt, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Robinson.
That's a good by Coach Scott or Coach Washington over there yelling, make sure you get the shooter, and Scott got the ball right from the shooter.
Scott from the elbow, nothing but net.
And then she answers with the shot at the other end.
10-point lead after that Krishana 2-point bucket.
Yeah, I almost thought it was a 3, but I guess her foot was on the line.
Joey, you got to get your glasses checked. She was like by the elbow right there. But you got a lot going on over there. You're doing a scoreboard. You're doing some side commentating.
Speaking of which, there's a basket behind there, but.
Joey Gray is the MVP of our production team.
Oh, hey, you guys make me look good.
41-33. Falcons, fast break opportunity. With the gimme is Krishana Scott.
Great ball movement on that fast break. Lead is up to 10 now.
Number 11 tried to fling it out to that was Fournier, who was unable to get the pass in her hands. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. All right, play resumes. 2:55 to go in the third quarter. Lady Falcons on top by 10 over Santa Fe. Looking to close out this game and come away with a win. Very important in this conference, Mid-Florida Conference standings.
Ill-advised pass there.
3-point attempt, nothing but net with the rainbow is Julie Fournier.
Now, I remember her from previous matchups. That is the one I said earlier that you need to watch out and make sure she doesn't get hot.
Autry on the block, banks it in.
Good inside move there.
Santa Fe basketball. Atmore facing up against the ball handler. She passes it over. Aaliyah Robinson giving number 11 space. 12 to shoot. Good job by Arvinger getting her hands on nothing but ball. Out of bounds off of Arvinger.
That was really good defense because that was a nice crossover move, but she hung with it and still got her ball and wouldn't let her get the shot up.
Too strong on that shot attempt. Arvinger racing up the court. Foul called on Fournier.
She almost didn't have much choice on that when Altmar was about to blow by her. She had to do a little reach-in foul.
Arvinger, the catalyst from the inbounds pass. Open three-pointer, nothing but net for Shauna Scott.
Her foot was definitely not on the line that time.
1:33 to go, third quarter. Boyd.
That's good defensive hands by Scott right after that three-pointer.
Checking from the Saints, number 2, Giselle Sepulveda, and number 32, Destiny Williams.
Couple substitutions for Santa Fe. Kennedy to inbound. Boyd running the point. Met by Atmore. Tries to cross over on Atmore, carried the basketball, called for the turnover. Joey, Jayla Atmore looks intimidating on the defensive end. Have you seen her facial expressions when she's facing up against the ball handler?
Oh yeah, she is definitely locked in, focused on that ball. You do anything wrong with that ball, she's gonna get it.
Deflected. Atmore gathers it, 16 to shoot. Autry wants it inside. In the post, kicks it back out.
Autry there, I've been noticing is the similarities between Autry and Kenesha Brown from last year. And,
yep.
It's really striking. She almost mirrored her game after it.
Well, if you notice, Kenesha Brown, last year was her second season, and the improvement on the block and in the paint offensively.
Yeah.
Again, credit to Coach Washington and her staff.
Correct, exactly. And it seems to be if Autry got another year, it looks like she might be steps above Brown, who was awesome last year, for next year. Great on cue, great defense right there by Autry.
$15 on the shot clock. 4 seconds difference between the game clock and that shot clock. Scott from the charity stripe. That one that one goes in off the back of the rim. 2 seconds left. Boyd with a quick shot.
I believe there was a foul as time expired. Good hustle by Santa Fe there. That was a nice drive to close out the quarter.
Yeah, Boyd aware of the game clock there. Not the shot clock, but the game clock. And showing that awareness with her aggressiveness by racing up the court. She draws the foul, put .4 on the clock. Now at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Cashes in on the first attempt.
Seems like just like the end of the half, they get a chance, like the Daytona State did at the end of the half. They get a chance to steal a couple shots, a couple points right there at the end of the quarter. I guess turnabout is fair play.
Drains the second free throw. Very impressive third quarter by the Falcons, setting the table here for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it seems like they got a little bit of a lead to kind of stick for that. You know, we'll see how the fourth quarter plays out, but the lead seems to be sticking right now.
We'll take a short break and be right back. All right, folks, we are back. Start of the fourth quarter. A fundamentally sound third quarter for the Falcons. They shot 66% from the floor. That improved their percentage to 41% for the whole game.
Yeah, it definitely seemed to be everything put together all in, like as a group. You know, defense, offense, passing the ball, everything seemed to gel and be a complete quarter.
Coach Washington has to be very happy with that third quarter, and let's hope that they have another quarter like that here in the fourth.
Yeah, hopefully we can close it out. So, you know, the lead started to be up around 10 points. It's been hovering there toward the end of the third quarter. We need to keep it there and drop some more shots and keep the pressure on the defensive end, and everything should be okay here on sophomore night.
Also pink night.
That's true. Pink night. Everybody wearing their pink colors here. We got it on the scores table and everything.
Arvinger met by 4 defenders. She pulls it back.
Santa Fe is not going away lightly, though. They good defensive squad. They can drop some threes themselves.
Arvinger tried to feed Autry inside. Autry unable to capitalize.
Seems settling down a little bit here for the fourth quarter, and see which team decides to make a run of it.
Met by 2 defenders and a foul called, I believe, on Robinson. Nope, that foul was on Autry. Brittany caught a bit of the arm on number 23, Dallas Kennedy. She heads to the charity stripe.
Just almost back-to-back there for Autry, so see if we got some players waiting to check in. She might be getting a little bit of a break here soon with those 2 quick fouls at the end of the quarter and the beginning.
Makes the first. Multiple substitutions for both teams.
Just as I thought, she gets a little bit of a rest, save her here for the end of the quarter.
Brittany doesn't play a lot of minutes, but when she gets out there on that floor, she gives it her all.
I'm looking forward to big things for her next year, just as we saw how Kenesha Brown got so much better in the second year. I have a feeling that seems to be the ride Autry is on. Arvinger running the point right now. As we've seen so far tonight, multiple players can do that for Coach Washington.
She calls the play. Goes right around the Sam screen.
Deep 3 attempt.
From the parking lot, that one bounces out.
Just about from the parking lot is right. But she's not afraid of that. She'll make more than she won't.
Fournier flings it up. I like Fournier's shot. She's got that arc on her shot, almost like a rainbow.
Yeah, if she gets her shot off, you're not going to block it. And it's a nice stroke, you know. I mean, it's very fluid. I remember her dropping a few of them on the last game they played here.
A big-time player for Santa Fe from what we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Arvinger with the gimme. Easy layup.
The good movement without the ball by Santa Fe there.
Rejected by Scott. Good eyes defensively, getting her hands on the ball. Timeout Falcons.
That is their second timeout.
Falcons wearing down the Saints defense here in the third and the fourth. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. 7:35 to go in the game. Again, I am Joshua Villa, joined by my colleague Joey Graves, Phil Nunziata back behind the camera. Joey, the MVP of this production team.
You're just saying that because I'm short, aren't you?
Well, you are the Destiny Arvinger of this of our team. You know what I'm saying? You do a little bit of everything. You do camera work. You're doing the scoreboard, side commentary. You're an all-around guy for the TV games when we do the studio games. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you're the Destiny Arvinger of our squad.
Hey, I appreciate it.
And it's not because of your height.
Well, I'm a little taller than Arvinger, but not much. All right, back to the game. Here we go.
Santa Fe basketball.
We got what? Just under 7 minutes left. 52-40, favor of the Falcons.
10 seconds on the shot clock for Boyd. Good defense by Arvinger, not committing on that fake baseline shot off the back of the rim.
Rebound Walker.
Walker pushes it up. Arvinger observing the defense and calling the play.
I appreciate you talking me up there a minute, Josh, as I forget to update the score and the time and the clock.
Did I make him blush? I think I made Joey blush, guys.
And it made me forget to update the dang clock, but that's all right. I'll get it back up for you guys.
The battles on the Saints, Destiny Williams, that is her third, the first of the quarter.
While Joey was talking, Destiny Williams got called for the foul. That sends Atmore to the line for 2 free throws. Jayla Atmore, defensive specialist for this Daytona State Falcons ladies team.
And then, you know, I sound a little bit like a broken record, but another one of those that does it all. I mean, she is in the mix of every rebound. She's out there, you know, fighting, hustling, getting steals, running the point at times. You know.
Jayla, another freshman on this squad, so we'll get to see her hopefully again next season.
Yeah, hopefully. I got it, you know. It would be a shame that we do have to lose Arvinger and King and Grisana, but We got some young people ready to step up and have a pretty good team next year, I believe. But I think we're going to finish off this season on a high note here, maybe even conference championship, right there, Josh?
Yeah, hopefully. Let's not speak too soon. There's still 3 games in the season left, counting tonight. If the Lady Falcons win tonight, they'll have to win out the next 2 games. They do have the tiebreaker over Santa Fe.
However, that window is open, so I see, and I like the intensity and the effort everybody's putting forth today, knowing that they have an opportunity to get that done.
I mean, we control our own destiny, so you're right about that.
And we always have an extra destiny here on the squad. It seems for the last 3 years we've had a destiny on the team. So
a destiny on the other side as well, and Destiny Williams.
Yeah, so
I guess Destiny was a hot commodity for kids' names about 20 years ago.
Yeah, just about that, but that's all right. They always seem to be great players for us, so we'll keep with the tradition.
Just over 5 minutes to go in the game.
Ooh, almost thought she might have got the charge.
Melissa Sam was able to set her feet, but she was in the restricted area, so she'll get called for the blocking foul. Stephanie Jackson to shoot 2 free throws for Santa Fe.
Stephanie Jackson has another free throw there. She's been pretty good for the Saints so far tonight.
She drains the first.
It must be the shoes.
I do like that neon green.
Lane violation there on the Saints.
So negate the basket. 12-point lead for the Falcons.
See, there's another one. Scott bringing up the ball this time with Atmore and Arbinger on the floor. So, you know, depending on the play, they can all do it all.
Santa Fe was showing some full court pressure there, so look for that for the rest of the game.
And we've seen already tonight that Scott definitely has some handles.
7 to shoot. Arbinger drives. Took too many steps, got called for the traveling violation. Santa Fe basketball.
Santa Fe starting to play with a little bit of intensity, a little hurry, as they see the game time clock starting to fade away, and that'll do it.
She connects on that 3-pointer. Janesha Law. That cuts that Daytona State lead down to 9. 53-44. Reach-in foul called on number 22, Brianna Richardson. Autry getting set to check back in for the Falcons.
Second, checking in for Daytona State, number 34, Brittany Autry.
Scott coming off, getting a little bit of breather.
This Daytona State women's basketball team, a squad full of big-time players, and it's showing tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Coach Washington has a very deep bench to work with.
Now that you mention that, this has been one of the deeper teams that we've broadcasted over the years. This is our 5th season.
Right, and they did have a slow start as far as gelling everything together, but there were so many new players on the team, and it seems to really paid off, all them working together.
Short break, be right back. And we're back. 3 seconds to shoot for Arbinger. She had to chuck it up. Can't fault Destiny there. She had no choice but to pull up. She missed the shot, 3:44 to go in the game. Falcons still up by 9.
Looked like there might have been a little bit of communication on that there after the timeout.
Law met by Arvinger. Good defense by Arvinger, forcing a tough shot. Rebounded by Autry. Atmore jogging up the court.
Yeah, Daytona State seeming to slow things down, rightfully so. No need for them to hurry right now. Got to nurse this lead and get on to the next game, hopefully.
Atmore drives, tries to finish with the left. Too strong on the layup attempt.
Good hustle by Walker for the rebound, jump ball.
Possession awarded to the Falcons.
Back in the game for Santa Fe, number 32, Destiny Williams.
Timeout taken by the Saints.
Timeout Santa Fe.
With 3:10 to go.
Timeout.
Still a 9-point game. We'll be right back. Arvinger to inbounds from the baseline with 3:10 to go. Gets it in Atmore. Quick inbounds pass and good defense by Boyd with the rejection.
Santa Fe hustling up the court.
Bounce pass to number 23, unable to corral the shot. Autry with the rebound. Falcons basketball now. Arvinger engineering this offense in the closing minutes.
Falcons content with taking their time and running their offense right now.
Traveling violation called on Carmelo Walker.
Good idea, but I think she just got a little bit excited there and a little too aggressive.
Look for Destiny to handle the ball more here, closing out the game. She's one of the players with that clutch gene, and Coach Washington loves to close out the game through Destiny Arvinger.
Yeah, and I interviewed Arvinger at the beginning of the season, and she said her handles and her ball handling ability is one of the things she worked on in the offseason. There she goes, keeping her hands busy with the steal right there.
And showing the leadership, telling her teammates to calm down as they try to close this one out. Janasia Law called for the foul there, a reaching foul, and she fouls out with her 5th personal foul. That's got to hurt for Santa Fe. Janasia Law, starting point guard for the Santa Fe team.
Yeah, she was having a good game, and you know, it's getting down to that point that you have to start taking those fouls and, you know, make sure you get as much as you can out of the clock.
Autry asking for it inside. Offhand shot, no good. Just over 2 minutes to go. Boyd inside, bounce pass to number 23. That one is good off the glass. Dallas Kennedy cutting the Daytona State lead to 7 now.
That was a nice drive, nice pass, nice shot there.
So Santa Fe fighting back here in the 4th quarter and making this a 7-point deficit.
Falcons bring the ball out front top again to Arvinger.
Atmore with the ball met by Boyd. Reach-in foul called on Boyd.
The foul is on the Saints, Ivana Boyd. That is her 4th.
Scott inbounds. Long inbounds pass to Arvinger. New shot clock. Arvinger looking to eat up some clock here. Trying to dribble it out.
I'm a little surprised they haven't started fouling yet, but
Teardrop by Arvinger. Too strong on that attempt. Offensive rebound, Sam. She gets fouled. Good hustle by Melissa right there. That will give Daytona a second chance, and will send Melissa Sam to the charity line.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Santa Fe to be getting the rebounds with Sam's and Autry in there at the same time. It seems like Daytona State's got their rebounding crew.
Yeah, Coach Jackson going big here in the final minutes of the game. My guess is she doesn't want to give up any offensive boards.
No,
with this big lineup.
Yeah, that's smart.
Pair of free throws good for Sam. Timeout, Santa Fe. 55-46 is the score. Daytona on top. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. 1:19 to go here in the final home game of the season for the Falcons. Looking to come away with a win. Atmore thought she had a teammate to back her up, but nobody was there as the ball handler went around Atmore. 7-point game. 1 minute to go. Jayla to inbound. And a quick foul. That will send Arvinger to the free throw line.
Looks like the Saints coach there was checking on how long it took for them to get that ball into play. Lost a little bit of time there, but we'll see how that turns out. The ref
My
did
guess
have
is
to
about
chase.
101, 102.
Yeah, the ref did have to chase down for a few seconds. So.
As the referees discuss the clock here, folks, please make sure to stick around after the game. The men's team will also face off against Santa Fe College. Their tip-off will be at 8 o'clock.
They are adding a little bit of time onto the clock.
58.3 back on the clock. They add a couple seconds. Arvinger to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw good.
In the game for Daytona State, number 0, Aaliyah Robinson.
Arvinger cashes in on a pair of free throws, extends the lead back up to 9.
Those are some clutch free throws right there by Arvinger.
Santa Fe basketball. Good defense by Robinson. Alters that shot attempt. Offensive rebound. Off the rim. Another chance. Fournier flings it up. Falcons can't gather with a rebound. Goes out of bounds off Daytona.
Yeah, but with the clock being their friend, if they're going to take that many shots to try to make a basket, this is good news for Daytona State.
4-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. Quick shot by Santa Fe. Out of bounds off the Saints this time.
Arvinger coming in there for a rebound attempt. Ended up securing the ball for Daytona State out of bounds.
Add more to inbounds.
Timeout, White.
believe Coach Washington calls timeout. You're correct, Joey. We'll take a short break. All right, Scott to inbound. And a quick foul called on Boyd. Boyd fouls out for Santa Fe now.
In the game for Santa Fe, number 2, Brazil Sepulveda, and she replaces.
And Jayla Atmore will be heading to the line.
No, this is a strategy. I thought that Santa Fe would be using a little bit earlier, but 30 seconds left. Maybe a little too late.
First free throw good for Jayla. The shot clock will be off after the second free throw attempt. There'll be 28.9 seconds on the game clock in this 10-point game. Off the mark.
Daytona State basketball.
And out of bounds off of Santa Fe, so good hustle by, I'm sorry, that was Carmelo Walker.
Whatever adjustments Coach Washington made at halftime seemed to be paying off, because it was a little bit back and forth in the first half, but as the second half played along, it's been a consistent 10-point lead.
And the Falcons looking to close this one out and dribble it out. Santa Fe not fouling now. 7 seconds left. So the Lady Falcons will come away with the win here and improve their record to 18-9 on the season. They have 2 games left to go on the road. They have to win out to come away with the Mid-Florida Conference title. So good luck to the Lady Falcons. It was an honor watching these Lady Falcons play here at home. Please stick around as we will try to gather a couple of your sophomores for the post-game interview. Folks, thank you for sticking around. I am here with the sophomores for the Lady Falcons. Tiara King, Destiny Arvinger, Krishana Scott, thank you for joining us. Ladies, just share with us your experience that you had here at Daytona State. What was your favorite part about it, and what's your next step in life?
It's been a great experience here this year as well as last year. My favorite part is creating a bond with my teammates, and I plan on moving on to bigger and better things.
My favorite thing so far they have been at Daytona, my coaches are pushing me to be better. Like last year I was a good player, but this year they're making me become greater. So I got to give thanks to them and my teammates, and I'm happy for the bond that I built with my teammates too.
I would say I like hanging out with these girls because we work hard and we all like to win, so that's what I like. And I want to win state, so yeah.
Well, ladies, 2 games left. Good luck. Take it 1 game at a time like you did tonight, and it was an honor watching you all play.
Bring that mic. Let me see the mic. Hey, when we come back here, next time we're going to be putting up a banner. We're going to win conference for you guys.
All right, folks, you heard it. Destiny Arbinger. Folks, thank you for taking the time to watch tonight's stream. Please stick around for the second game. The men's team will face off against Santa Fe. I'm Joshua Villa. Joey Graves by my side. Phil Nunziata behind the camera. We'll be right back, folks, for the start of the second game.